So picking up from the previous chapter, we saw that Amai Mask was trying to convince Saitama to become like his new ultimate all-powerful hero mascot, because Amai Mask himself cannot become that. It was revealed that he is actually a monster who can transform and alter his appearance, which is why he looks like Amai Mask and not, you know, a big hideous monster. But as time is going on, he's losing more and more of his humanity. Saitama wound up going away, not really accepting the offer, which left Amai Mask at this amusement park, which we'll get into because itself is really weird and interesting. But he comes across this clown monster, and we saw at the end of the chapter he just one-shotted it, but, you know, like we were talking about, it's never that easy. And, of course, because this monster can regenerate. I mean, from, like, full-blown, massacred, blown-apart death. And Amai Mask deduces that it has something to do with the balloons, because we see that after he kills the clown the first time, or at least he thought he did, one of the balloons pops, and then the monster regenerates and comes back, but seemingly even more resilient than he was before. Amai Mask goes on to say that this could be a merged with his costume type of monster. When it receives damage, the balloons take its place and burst when the allowed amount of damage is exceeded. And if his theory is correct, it can resist 2 more fatal blows since, you know, it has 3 balloons. Now this is wild, because I think this is the second or third instance we've seen of a quote-unquote costume monster, or a person who merged with their costume and became a monster, because of course the most famous example is Phoenix Man. And Phoenix Man originally was one of the strongest monsters ever, but I think one realized that he had overpowered it, and he had to nerf it with, you know, what we know Phoenix Man now as, you know, like the Penguin guy. Which is fine, but originally he was something very different. Brilliant Eagle mode Phoenix Man. Not only could he bring back the dead, but he said that his suit straight up talked to him. And, yeah, he couldn't die either. He just kept coming back to life if you did push him to the point of death. And when he would come back, he would be so much stronger than he was previously. He became so strong that he had to be defeated by a comical gimmick from Child Emperor using a tickle robot. So these costume monsters can become extremely powerful. But not only does this guy have a merged monster costume power, he also has another ability to where he gains strength from the more attention that he gets. So as I said in the title of this video, this is easily one of the strongest monsters that we've seen in years. Sure, he's not like a disaster level god, cosmic level guy like Cosmic Fear Garo or pre-retcon Empty Void, but just, you know, standard monsters without the god hacks. This guy is up there. He has the merged monster clown costume thing with the 3 balloons that allow him to come back from death. And then on top of that, he also has the extra ability where the more attention he receives, the stronger he gets. So this is like the perfect environment for him. And as he is getting stronger, we see that he's able to now survive Amai Mask's strike. You know, previously in the last chapter, he wasn't able to, but now he's taken it. And Amai Mask is even surprised himself. He's like, the fact that it could block my piercing strike despite being at such a low level. And the low level that we find out is this guy is a freaking tiger. I mean, I don't know if he's a tiger when he's taking that strike from Amai Mask, but the dialogue box does say he is a tiger. So it's possible he was even a wolf in the previous chapter, but wow, he's the strongest tiger ever if he's able to take this strike from Amai Mask. Also, I really like how Amai Mask throws his strikes. It's not like a punch. It's like he's using his hand as like a knife or something. Very fitting to how he is. Then we see that out of nowhere, it turns out that Narinki's private squad is now the security of this theme park. Now, these guys are important, I guess, because they're part of Amai Mask's character arc, I suppose. But first, let's talk about our favorite Japanese snack subscription box, and that's Tokyo Treat. Because this month's box is Summer Matsuri Snack Fest, and this box is packed with snacks and treats from Japan's summer festivals. It also comes with this great booklet that explains every snack in the box, as well as Japan and its culture. First, I tried these soy sauce corn puffs. These are really nice and crispy and have this amazing savory blend of burnt soy sauce flavor with a hint of butter. Then I tried the strawberry cotton candy. Yeah, that's right. This is just straight up like a handful of cotton candy. It also has a really nice strawberry flavor. Then I tried the Kit Kats that we get every month, and this time it's the chocolate orange Kit Kats. Personally, don't really care for orange flavored stuff, but these are truly incredible. It made me rethink why chocolate and orange work together. So guys, you can get your very own Tokyo Treat Box by checking the link in the description, and make sure you use code Zhoniin for $5 off your first box. Thanks, guys. Now, we know, back in the Monster Association arc, Narinki, the son of Oganma, that spoiled rich kid that the Monster Association kidnapped, which started the whole war of leading the heroes into their base, that guy had sent his own private squad, these guys, into the Monster Association, thinking that he was going to handle things himself. But of course, they got, instantly overcome and then became slaves to Super S, which is where they eventually ran into a My Mask and Atomic Samurai's disciples. Now, in the original continuity a couple years ago, My Mask just destroyed these guys, brutally murdered them. I mean, granted, they were under the control of Super S, so they were technically monsters at that point, but yeah, it just showed that My Mask wasn't messing around. Now, one went on to retcon that sequence, change it completely. Yes, he still did show that My Mask wanted to kill them and was trying to, but it wound up being Iron that saves Narinki's private squad from being brutally murdered by My Mask. And then that further shows My Mask like, oh, hey, maybe I didn't need to do that. Maybe I could just be more like Iron. So these characters are here for this very reason, I suppose, to aid in the character arc that My Mask is about to possibly have. Also, this theme park is Narinki's park. Like, we see the logo for it in one of the last pages of the chapter here. That means that guy, we knew that he was one of the top donors to the Hero Association, but this guy's like very rich. He's got his own freaking theme park. But after the initial scuffle that My Mask got into with the pesky clown here, My Mask realizes like, oh, this guy's extremely powerful. He's not just a normal tiger like what I thought. And he's like, okay, everyone, it's dangerous. You're going to have to get out of here. I'll deal with the monster. Trying to get the civilians out of this theme park. But they immediately pick up on his voice. And they're like, oh, wait, that's a My Mask. And then even the pesky clown's like, oh, wait, is that a My Mask? So now everyone is aware that My Mask is fighting a monster, which is a double negative here. Because My Mask, of course, he doesn't want to be seen at this moment because he's been struggling with his humanity. Second of all, he's trying to save these people from the pesky clown. Did I say it was a double negative? Well, it's a triple negative. Third of all, he is giving the pesky clown more attention by everyone focusing on a My Mask. So now the pesky clown is getting even stronger. As we see in this final panel, he is bulking up even more, possibly going to demon level. I mean, I guess he has to, right? Since he's Tiger at this point, or at least it's said, allegedly. Now, how strong is a My Mask at this point in time? I would say that he's for sure dragon level in strength. I mean, he kind of has to be, considering what he's done and who he's fought and the feats that he has. But I'm not saying he's like a high dragon or anything. He's probably on the lower spectrum of dragon strength. So as long as the pesky clown doesn't itself get to dragon level, he should be okay, right? But, it's probably not going to be that easy, since we just said we are now in a theme park surrounded by people watching his fight against the pesky clown. You can imagine how much stronger it's going to make this thing. And I feel like we're also getting into like another Phoenix Man situation here, because Phoenix Man was left to his own devices and he became too strong for that point in the series. And I feel like you could do the very same thing here with the pesky clown. I mean, he could just infinitely keep getting buffed, right? The more and more attention that he got. And it also makes you wonder, like, let's just say he ran into Saitama and he didn't have all three of his balloons with him. Like, he left two of the balloons, I don't know, somewhere close by. So if Saitama were to punch him, in theory, he could live from a Saitama punch, because, if he had all three balloons, Saitama would just one punch him, all the balloons would pop, and that's it. But I wonder how far it can go. Would Saitama's punch be too strong that it would just instantly pop all three balloons? Probably, but I would like to see it if he could survive it anyway. I mean, that's not going to happen. I'm not spoiling anything. Saitama isn't going to fight this pesky clown here, or at least in the webcomic he didn't. I guess that's a spoiler, but it could change in the manga. But, I mean, come on, this is like a My Masks thing. He needs to do this himself. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. If you liked the video, please give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.